We were supposed to use some super foam and make a beautiful cocktail without egg white, but I can't find my magnetic stirrer. We're about to do something on the fly. Watch us work here. We're about to use a little methyl cellulose powder. Bam. Now shout out to Cocktail Time with Kevin Koss. He's got a whole procedure for this. I don't have a spoon, which is also causing issues at the momento. Shout out to Kevin Koss. I love you, but you make me buy a lot of shit. Y'all, this is so ghetto right now, but I'm gonna make it happen. All right, we got some methyl cellulose. It takes hot water. You only need a little. See how chunky that is? I'm gonna have to somehow figure out how to shake that bad boy up and let it do its thing. I've got some gum arabic here. And look, does this look like it's for drugs? We're just gonna stir, 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 stir. I'm gonna use a little more gum arabic. This is not scientific. We're just trying to see if we can make a foam. That was way too much. That was awesome. You know what? We're gonna rock and not make a cocktail that's chunky. And I think they say you have to add some cool water to the equation, which I have. God, Kevin, I feel like I'm embarrassing you right now. This is terrible. That looks crazy. I just want y'all to know that. I'm putting these powders away. We're gonna see what that does. And I have my cold water. It's not here. So we're just gonna shake this with ice. All right, so I might, oh, all right, a little bit of foam's happening. We're gonna just put the foam-ish stuff in here and let it hang out with its wang out. All right, it's whiskey sour time. Recipe's going to be 2 ounces bourbon, 3/4 ounces freshly squeezed lemon juice, 1/2 ounce simple, 1/2 ounce egg white, or 1/2 ounce of our shame foam. We need 2 fresh shakers. Remember, it's Corico or it's nothing when it comes to shakers. Best brand ever. 3/4 ounce lemon, 3/4 ounce, bam, lemon, and then 1/2 ounce simple, bam, and then those are 2 ounces bourbon. Now, why did I pick these 2 cocktails? Because they're very distinct. The old fashioned is an aromatic, stirred, very booze forward. The whiskey sour is shaken with that beautiful lemon flavor that represents the most popular style of cocktail. And we're gonna see if the high proof factor carries over. Literally, the high proof made me just look smarter right here, yo. Like, I was not ready for how awesome that was. So here's what we're gonna do. I know I made that foam. We're gonna make the cocktail without it, and then afterwards, we're gonna see if that foam screws it up, because I'm gonna be mad if I mess this cocktail up messing with this nasty foam. All right, we're gonna pour our whiskey sour, and I like to give a lesson within a lesson. So these are coupes. That's what a whiskey sour is made for, because you know what? You can put a martini in it, and it's just got that kind of craft, kind of bona fide to it, right? Cute. Sexy. Interesting. Less foam on the higher proof. We see that? Less of that foam. I wonder, is that going to make a difference in how it feels, if you will? All right, we're going to have to do this again. And taste test time. Tastes lovely. Okay.
Okay, stand by.
There's more going on here. And that's the higher proof one. Holy crap. Wow. Now, I didn't even add bitters just because I really wanted to taste what was going on with the whiskeys. And I'm going to have a crisis of confidence every time I make a menu. Here's what I really wanted to determine, because I wanted to make a series of bourbon cocktails and I didn't know if I was going to use an 80 or an 86. I think from now on, in my bars, I'm going to insist that there is an 86 proof bourbon. I think it really makes a difference, and I think the difference is probably worth it. And if that means I have to spend a few extra bucks, that's what that means. The next time we talk, I'm going to show you 2 of my favorite budget, quote unquote, whiskeys for your well. In my opinion, when I judge a bartender, I look at what's in their speed well. And if you want to go 86 proof at a value, I've got a perfect pick for you. This was really interesting, and I've never taken the time to do this. 2 whiskeys, bona fide, same maker. The only difference in the two of them is the proof, and the higher proof whiskey just had so much more flavor. The bourbon people that are on Reddit that educate me and are also very snarky, there's a reason why. There was just so much more going on right here. However, let me tell you what this works for. A lot of people who drink cocktails in a glass like this, where there's lemon and there's sweetness, only will try vodka. People want to drink bourbon, but they sometimes don't know how. It is my job as a bartender to be an ambassador of flavor. And if you're into vodka, you're used to drinking at 80 proof. So this 80 proof version is going to probably be a lot more crowd pleasing. Now, does that mean I am a bit pompous about my palate because I like this one? Yes, it does. My palate is gangster. It's the tastiest stuff you can't even pronounce. No, I'm joking. I've worked a lot to taste, to share, to discuss, and to really care about what's going in the glass. And my palate is at the point that it enjoys this. I am going to serve this to who should have it and serve that to who should have it. I serve this to the person that drinks the Cosmopolitan, drinks the margarita, and wants to branch out. I serve this to the person that drinks their bourbon neat and thinks I'm stupid for putting bourbon in cocktails for any reason ever, but they want to be refreshed and they're sick of switching between their neat bourbon and Narragansett. I think these cocktails are healthier for you. So those of us who think we don't like anything fruity, think we don't like anything with any sweetness to it, try a higher proof whiskey in your cocktail and it will pay dividends, because this right here is yummy. When it comes to proof, when it comes to booze, when it comes to the factor of heat versus flavor, flavor definitely wins. I enjoyed the higher proof whiskey. The lower proof whiskey is going to be your ambassador for the uninitiated. Your higher proof whiskey is going to be something exciting for those who already are familiar. There's a bourbon for every season. It's one of my favorite things to mix with. And it's almost like a handshake because it's popular and it's from America. I love me some America for damn sure. In everything you do, don't be afraid to learn something. I just in real time had my mind completely changed from how it was about 3 minutes ago. This right here is what I mean when I talk about drinks that matter. In the comments, what have you found out when it comes to your drinking habits, the drinking habits of your guests? High proof, low proof, stirred, shaken. Does this make sense? Can you tell me a little bit about the heritage of Basil Hayden and Old Granddad? People get offended when you say it, but I'm gonna say it. The bourbon world seems like the mafia, and it seems like there's 5 families, and it's a thing of honor. But I'm gonna do some studying and try to take apart the bourbon families and find out who's responsible for what, because I had no idea that Basil Hayden had anything to do with this, and I'm never going to admit that to anybody. I'm gonna tell people that I've known that Basil Hayden was behind this, and I've known it since I was 7 years old. As always, this community means so much to me. And every day, I want you to drink something awesome, eat something with soul, listen to some amazing music, and think critically. My name is Khalid Williams. I love all of y'all. Cheers.
I'm just gonna cut the emulsifier out completely.
Well, you know what? For ha-has, I can still do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So let's see what happens with my ghetto super foam. Super foam in, reverse dry shake. So when you serve cocktails with either egg white or aquafaba, aquafaba is the water on chickpeas. Those are the 2 ways to get a nice foam on top of your cocktail. There's something called the dry shake. You put all of your ingredients in the shaker, you don't add ice, you shake, then you add ice, you shake again. Then there's something called the reverse dry shake where you shake with ice and then shake without ice. And I've heard a lot of people say, yeah, all you're doing is making the cocktail too warm, but let's see. And here's what we'll learn here. Even if we don't get foam, if this still tastes good, we'll see that if we need to, as they say at Death & Company, bullshit a quick foam, we can do so. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Oh, Lord have mercy. In the words of the great poet laureate, Zip with the Drip. Let's get to that. It's done did it, man. Still smell good. Yeah, that worked, and that makes me really happy. Methyl cellulose, gum arabic. I made a foam, the foam's good. Final test. We can, and then can we? Yeah, that right there is it. So that means I might just add, when I'm making my simple syrup, right? First hot water, methyl cellulose. shake it up, sugar, turn it into simple syrup, let it cool down, add the gum arabic, and this might do this for all of my drinks. Again, my name is Khalid Williams. This channel is the Barrel Age. This community is all about drinks that matter and people who care in moments like this, because this is a straight up bazinga. I hope I've empowered you to do something amazing with beverages today. Cheers.